losing fat is easy. Anybody can lose 10 to 15 pounds in a few months, look the best that they've ever looked in their entire lives, but can they maintain it? Can you maintain it? Most likely not. And that's the struggle that everybody goes through. It all comes down to building habits that will trump your lack of discipline and willpower. In today's video, I will give you guys the 5 most important habits that you must create in order to make fat loss easier, more effective, and more sustainable in the long term. Alright? If you guys are interested, let's get it. First things first, you have to understand that the only way to lose fat is through a calorie deficit. That means that you consume less calories than your body needs to function and keep the body weight. Calories is a measurement of energy, so you want to spend more energy than you consume. So now that you know that and you have the basics of fat loss and how it works, let's talk about the main habits that you most build if you want to be successful with your fat loss. The first habit that you most create is counting calories. Counting calories is not only the most accurate and effective way to know how many calories you take in every day, but it also gives you a perspective and a realistic view of how many calories you actually take in a day. Most people have a skewed perspective of how many calories they actually take. They actually underestimate the amount of calories that they take. Once you learn to count your calories, you will be able to eat intuitively, which is what I'm doing right now because I counted calories for such a long time. So make sure that you guys are learning how to count your calories so that it helps you in the future. The second habit that you most create is counting your steps daily. Going for walks is one of the most effective ways to maintain your recovery while also burning fat. Walking burns a lot of calories. Not only does it burn a lot of calories, but you get to improve your digestion, your blood flow, and your cardio if you are out of shape. If you are somebody that is very overweight, walking is probably gonna be the best option for you because you don't really wanna go running. First of all, running is not fun. And second of all, you are carrying a lot of weight that is not good for your joints to be having that much impact every time you run. So if you can just go for walks after each meal, at least 10-minute walks, or go out, take your dog, go for a walk to get your thoughts back. Not only will it help your mental state, but it will also help you burn more calories. That will allow you to actually be able to enjoy your foods a lot more. Instead of having to restrict your eating habits, you can also burn more calories and eat the foods that you actually enjoy eating. The third habit that you most build is being conscious and mindful while eating. One of the biggest mistakes that most people do when it comes to eating is they eat too fast, they go too crazy, they just don't know how much they're eating. Whenever they get their meal, they start watching the video or they start eating like without even having an idea of what the food tastes like. They don't enjoy the actual taste of the food. So no wonder they start binging. So when you're mindful of what you're eating and how your body feels, it will stop you from binging, which is one of the biggest eating disorders that most people deal with. I dealt with it myself because I was not eating mindfully. And most people that are around me will tell you this, that I would just eat like a crazy dude and I would not enjoy my food, so I would go constantly. So I would be snacking constantly because I still had that dopamine running through my veins, you know? So make sure that you're eating mindfully. You know when you feel satiated, you know when your body's already and your body's telling you enough, like you don't need to eat more. You know when you start to feel like you don't enjoy the food anymore because it's so much food that your body feels tired and sluggish. So be mindful of what you're eating and how you're eating so that you can prevent binging, which is the main destroyer of fat loss success. And this one ties in with the next habit, which is eating slowly. Eating slowly is so effective because if you eat too fast, your brain will not have enough time to get the signal from your body that it is already full, that you don't need to eat more. So what happens is you end up consuming more calories that you actually need. One of the main reasons why people overeat is because they eat very fast. So this is the main reason why people binge, because they eat too fast that they start eating more of the other foods that they should not be eating, and now you're in a calorie surplus and your fat loss is almost ruined. And it's a habit, it's a cycle that you get into that you need to get rid of. Right here I have a video on how to deal with binge eating if you need help with that. So make sure that you watch it, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna help you with it. So anyways, alright guys, and the fifth habit that you most create is every day in the morning, wake up eating a high protein and nutritious meal. If you start your day with bad eating habits, you will continue that day with bad eating habits. If you start your day with a nice, nutritious, filling meal, you will continue that habit for the rest of the day. I will eat a high protein meal, so I would include some super high protein source like chicken, eggs, protein shake, whatever. Anything that is high in protein. I would include avocados or something like that just to keep you full, but it's still a healthy fat. And then some good filling carbohydrates, like I would say complex carbohydrates are better, like oatmeal, something that takes longer to digest. This will keep you full, satiated, and you will not be out here snacking all the time at work or at home. So make sure you guys implement these 5 habits and you will see a huge difference. I saw it in myself. If you guys have found this video valuable, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe.